Okay, so XRP Boo Boo here with SPQR Lee. We're at the UK meet in Northampton, and I have taken this time to grab him for that interview that he's been promising me for a long time.
I do apologise, I really do. I maybe had a little bit too much to drink at DLT-Con, so I weren't going live at that moment.
That's fair enough.
And then I was up early in the morning and off, so I did promise you, that's why I've come along today to give you the interview. I did promise, so.
So how long did it take you to get here today?
About half an hour.
That's not too bad.
With traffic, probably 40 minutes, so yeah, not too bad. It normally takes about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but yeah, it took about 40-45 today, but yeah, traffic was bad on the M1, but there you go.
Cool. And how have you found today so far?
All right, yeah, it's been fun. It's been nice to actually talk to like-minded people, and that's what I like about these meetups. It's not about talking about who knows what. It's about theorising, talking about what's happening out there, and just having someone to talk to openly about cryptocurrencies and XRP, and someone not to actually, someone who actually knows what you're going on about, rather than someone glassing over and
backing away slowly.
Yeah, backing away slowly. So this man is crazy. So yeah, it's nice. It's really nice, and there's a good bunch of people in there, and the conversation in there is quite eye-opening. It's really nice that people are on the same wavelength as everybody else in the community, which is lovely.
There's a lot of exchanges going on, a lot of different theories that we've been talking about.
There is, yeah.
Which you would know about if you'd have bothered turning up, people. So the fact that you haven't turned up means you've missed out, because we're not going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
What goes on in Northampton stays in Northampton. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you, since it's been 2 weeks now since the Manchester.
Yeah.
And you said like that was your sort of your final. You put out your last video.
Yeah.
And just explained a little bit more on a one-to-one basis, you and Jay. On that side of it, and you have put things down now?
Yeah, kind of. Well, way we are, we would never walk away 100% from SPQR, because we want to be there to celebrate when that "I told you so" moment comes. And trust me, I'm going to be using that quite widely. I do have a massive list, and it's ever growing. So when I'm going to be there when that "told you so" moment happens.
Are you going to record it?
I am going to record it, and I'm going to run around my local street naked, hollowing from the top of my voice, "I told you so." But no, all seriousness, like we've got a Telegram group which is now closed because we wanted to limit the numbers. I stay within that, we talk within that, we theorise. We've got a research group, we still research, but I'm not researching 8 hours a day that I once was.
Yeah.
It's probably half an hour every now and then.
Okay.
King Solomon's done a video. I think it was really good. He's taken over, let's say, do the odd video here and there just to kind of keep content coming out from SPQR.
Yep.
But as far as me, Jay and the boys are concerned, we've covered what we think. We can't uncover any more on XRP to convince people to hold. That was the whole point of SPQR. It wasn't to have an agenda. It wasn't to make money from YouTube. It wasn't to be famous or anything like that. It was just to make people aware of the investment opportunity that we believe is a great investment, and make people and spread awareness.
Yeah.
But the thing is not a lot of people listening. You get a lot of slack and so on and so forth, and you're going to get that. And I'm a big boy; I could take it on the chin.
Yeah.
But yeah, we believe that we've covered enough. But if there is something that pops up,
yeah,
and the information, let's say, comes to us, which triggers me to read a book, or let's say do a little bit of research, and it does come up, then we will do a video. But I'm not just going to do videos for the sake of it now.
Okay. So SPQR, where did the name come from?
Well, when we first started, it was during a stage in the community where everybody was fighting against one another.
Yeah.
There was people who thought outside the box, which was love for crypto.
Yeah.
And they've been proved to be right time and time again.
Yeah.
Which is unreal, right? And then there was, yeah, we do love you.
And Kurt.
Yeah, we love Kurt too.
And Hooded.
We love him too. But there was times in the community where, like, you had the technical people, you had the theorisers, and then you had the conspiracy theorists and all those guys. And everybody was attacking each other, and we just thought, fuck this. We're just going to go out there and just start doing material and start trying to put a positive spin and have a laugh while doing it.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to have fun in anything you do.
Yeah.
And just be ourselves. Don't pretend to be anybody else. Just no agenda and just be us, which we did do.
Yeah,
we've only done it.
really
We've only done it for about 8 or 9 months, and I feel I've done enough now.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's us done really. And I love these meetups because I haven't got to research. I can just be myself and have a chat and mingle, and I love all that kind of stuff. So if there's any meetups in my region, then I will be all over them like a rat up a drain pipe, because it's someone else to talk about XRP.
What about maybe arranging one, you know, you being you, if you were to set up a meet yourself, you'd probably find that a lot of people would come because of who you are.
I don't think we've got too many followers, in all fairness.
I think you'd be surprised.
No, I don't think we have. I really don't. Fair enough. We have some people who like our research and like some of our videos. But yeah, I don't know if I'm up for arranging meetups and stuff like that. It's kind of not my thing, really.
Okay.
It's just me being honest.
Well,
That's just me being honest. I'm more than happy to kind of gate crush other people's, but not my own.
I'll be setting up with you.
Yeah.
So, so what do your evenings look like now? Are you?
Oh God, that has changed because, 7 or 8 months of research. I run my own business. I'm up at 5 every morning.
Mm.
And I'm not usually back till like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But I went for a little bit of a lull with my business where time was, let's say, a bit more free, where I was getting home at 2-3 o'clock.
Yep.
So when I was researching, that was all I was doing. I was eating, researching, sleeping, working and so on and so forth. I still done like the school things with my children, and run my son's football team and everything like that. But now my evenings are just playing with children, literally having fun, reading books and so on and so forth, because it was only meant to be a 6-month plan really for what I wanted to do with SPQR.
Yep.
And it overrun a little bit because I didn't find as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
So it took another 3 months after that, and now I just want to kind of give back to my family and my children who have put up with me for the last 9 months of being a grumpy git. When someone talks to you when you're reading, I'm reading a book, and someone says something to you, and you look at them and you give them the eyes, I'm fucking reading.
No more of that.
Yeah, no more of that. It's
Thank you, Mrs. Lee, for lending us your hubby.
Yes. But she, unfortunately, she doesn't watch any YouTube videos, so she won't get that message, thankfully, because she ain't never going to know about my standing order. So.
Shh. Don't say a word.
Exactly that. So have you enjoyed today?
I have thoroughly enjoyed today.
Yeah.
Usually when you put an invite out, 20 people say they're going to come.
Yeah.
But actually only, I think 14 people said that they might.
Yeah.
And we've got what, 8 people?
8 or 9, yeah, I think so, yeah.
So and still it's early. It's only 4:30 in the afternoon.
Still time for people to come.
Yep, absolutely. And I'll be uploading this. The wireless in here isn't so great, so going live is a little bit of a problem.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sending out little pictures and everything like that just to tantalise and titillate the people in the community.
Yeah.
And as you know, I'm all about the community.
Of course,
and feeding back
100%.
And bringing them along on the journey with me.
Yeah.
So this is the first of many. I'm hoping to do 1 meeting a month. Which gets me out of the house at the same time, which is quite nice.
It's great.
And what I'm trying to do is connect communities, and then get it so that everybody here is liking and following each other now, and then hopefully I can leave this area knowing that you've got a support network.
That's great.
In yourselves.
That's great. And for me, for the community, no one's probably said this. But I want to thank you from the community for doing what you do for the community. It's tiring work, arranging, organising, being there. You was there. You was instrumental in, like, let's say, talking and gathering people with BitTrue, with DLT Con and everything like that. The meet up today, and it does bring like-minded people together, and it makes us. We get in a group. We get within a group within a room, and all of a sudden we're not crazy anymore.
Yeah, but we've still got the tinfoil hats on.
We have got the tinfoil hats on. Don't worry. So if there is lightning in the area, please take off your hats.
Yeah, we need to ground ourselves. Ooh, there goes the camera.
Yeah.
We need to ground ourselves on that side of it. So So hold on. This is going to be a pain.
There you go. We got it.
Don't move.
Boom.
So basically, when you were doing your research, I'd be interested, out of the, say, 100% of the research that you did, how much of that was crap? And how much did you actually physically use?
God, lots of crap.
Yeah.
Lots of crap where, for instance, you would look at something. Because what we used to do, we used to look what was happening in the market. So, for instance, MoneyGram investment from Ripple.
Yeah.
We wouldn't just look at that and go, yeah, by the way, Ripple invested in MoneyGram. We want to know why, where the money is behind it, and so on and so forth. So then we would look behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And you go down this rabbit hole, and you've got an idea in your mind of the information that you want to find.
Yeah.
Before you've already started.
Yeah.
So you've already pieced it together in your head of what you're expecting.
You're trying to join the dots.
Yeah, almost, yeah. But then, like 90% of the time, you get find a dead end. So only
So what you thought was going to happen never did.
Never did, yeah. Or we couldn't find or prove it.
Right. And how much do you know that you can't? That you know is 100%, but you can't physically show the proof?
Well, let's just say all the videos we've done, there is more to every video.
Yeah.
There's some documents that we couldn't share.
Yeah.
But what we wanted to do was to, let's say, take the cattle to water.
Yep.
So then the cattle can then have a drink and then have more water if it wants.
Yeah. So start people thinking.
Let's say, open people's minds to actually start looking themselves, because when they start looking themselves, and we always promote do your own research, but they'll actually find more. Because I didn't realise what there was out there until we started looking.
Yeah.
And then when you've got 6 individuals who are relentlessly researching 8 hours a day, 'cause it weren't just me who was researching, it was all of them.
Yeah.
All of us 6 blokes researching and bouncing off of each other in a group.
Yeah.
It's insane at the time. If you go back through our history, there must be there must be like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was 1 million messages in there.
Wow.
I really would not be surprised. And yeah, we've had insiders.
Yeah.
We've been hacked.
Really?
Yeah, phones tapped and all sorts. Yeah.
How did you know your phones were tapped?
It was making
The clicking noise in the background.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that one, people.
Yeah.
Be aware.
And that was after our Liberty Reserve video.
Oh, really? How long ago was that?
Oh God, May kind of time.
Okay. So definitely, if you haven't watched it, that's one to go back and watch.
Oh, please
people.
don't. Please don't. Please don't watch it. It's nothing to see there.
Yeah, there's a man sitting over there in a black van.
Yeah.
With a microphone.
Yeah, but no, there was some deep dives we went on which really went close to the
Mark.
Yeah, really close to the mark, and it weren't information. I didn't want to scare people. I just wanted to invite people to research.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about: provocative thinking, and think outside the box. And that's what we are. And by the way, we're probably wrong 50% of the time, but when we're right big.
Well, I mean, your last video, shall we say, was an eye-opener, because now that you've said it, I'm seeing Vanguard everywhere.
Yeah, no, everybody's saying so. I've had loads of inboxes saying, like, I see ships everywhere now.
Yeah.
And everybody, and I've had some people, like, do you know, like these FUD busters, let's say, or the ones who question all your research.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, it's mutual fund, it's index fund, they invest in all the Fortune 15. Well, that's convenient, right?
Yeah.
It's really convenient
That would be the reason why they set up the,
yeah? So that's what they're telling you.
Yes.
But if you actually think about it, how are they not paying tax?
I know.
They've obviously passed that through government, right?
Yep.
And they've got a patent which has been granted
Yes.
for another government system
to enable people that are invested in it not to pay tax.
And those people who actually invest in the company, who actually control the company, stay anonymous.
Yes, because you've got the privatisation of information.
Of course. And name another company in the world where you don't see the shareholders. I don't think I know one.
No. Well, technically they don't have shareholders because they're a mutual company.
Exactly.
So they get around it that way.
Who are then anonymous.
And who also, because they are major shareholders of all these different companies, can actually have a voting right.
Exactly.
To maybe steer things.
Or implement or give people the heads up.
Yep. No, I get that.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah. So that's basically the theory, is that the big one for me on that video was looking at the W3C members.
Yeah.
And obviously we know that they own Interledger Protocol. And obviously, it was big to me that they actually owned Internet Ledger Protocol anyway. And you go through the members list, and there's some big names in there, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much the biggest companies in the world all in one members list. And then when you actually looked up the biggest companies, Vanguard were the largest shareholders, and I was like, shit, man. And I got 3 in, and I'm thinking, surely this ain't going to be all of them. And next one, yeah. And what we're doing, we're posting this information in the group, and I'm going, shit, boys, because I done the W3C one myself.
Yeah.
And at the end, I just posted a picture of the graphic that I sent to the group, and they all went, fuck me. You're shitting me, ain't you?
So did you actually physically calculate out of all the companies in W3C and the major shareholders for most of those companies being Vanguard?
Yeah.
Did you work out just about how much of W3C that Vanguard?
I didn't look at the overall, because there's a
Need
lot.
an actuary, work it out. Let us know.
There are a lot of companies, yeah, but because there was so many members,
Yeah.
I could only cherry pick the big ones.
Yep.
And I honestly just cherry picked the big ones. I didn't just pick the big ones connected to Vanguard. Everyone I selected, Vanguard were majority shareholders, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, and it wasn't. Sometimes they weren't number one, but then they were. It was BlackRock, SSGA, and so on and so forth, which they inadvertently hold shares. But when you get the calculator out,
yeah,
they are
still work out the biggest shareholders of W3C.
They've got a board. They've got a seat round the table, and then obviously it's quite interesting that Vanguard are sponsoring blockchain events and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and yeah, they know. We just know what's coming, and I don't want to be negative about obviously what their long term aim is, but all we need to know is that we're on what I believe to be the right asset class within this field.
Okay, good to know. Good to know, especially since all the research that you've done solidifies what you've always felt is that XRP is a good investment to be in.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, for instance, I'm talking purely investment. I'm not talking about morals or anything like that.
No, just investment.
Just investment only. Yes, I believe that XRP is the one for me, but obviously I'm not a financial advisor or anything of those sorts.
Caveat needed.
But I do believe that, and I'm just a normal bloke. I'm not a specialist. I'm not a technical expert or anything like that. I'm just a normal working class bloke with a wife, 2 kids, beautiful 2 kids, and I work very hard. And I just wanted to kind of share some research with everybody, and that's what it was all about. The main point for me was when I got introduced into cryptocurrencies in the first place was via Bitcoin. I looked at the failures and flaws in Bitcoin straight away, that it's going to overtake the banking system. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Come on, try that. Yeah, they'll just shut you down and ban it in a minute if that was going to happen. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. So I was like, right, well, who's working with the banks? Ripple are working. Oh, Ripple are working with banks. Okay, right. So Ripple and XRP. Now let's have a look at their investors. And I saw Andreessen Horowitz, Google,
Yep.
Santander, and SBI, and I was like, I'm buying some. And that was even before researching even more, because I looked at the investors and I'm thinking they're players,
Big players.
big players that like I'm not even going to question. CME, another one, and I know all these companies because I know how big they are.
Yeah.
And so I just invested at that point. Not all of the money that I've got
How
in it
long
now.
ago was that?
Oh God. Pre-bull runish, the last one.
So pre-2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw a small amount go up and down.
Yeah.
Me and Jay together, we were quite like because we were noobs at the time. And I remember Jay ringing me. Yeah, it was so funny. Yeah, he couldn't work it out to put the crypto onto his ledger or actually set the ledger up. Yeah, it was so funny. He's like, mate, what are you doing? I'm like,